Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are well. Cambridge International School Daswa is here to help you at this time of difficulty. Now, as you know, that difficult time is going on because of this virus COVID-19. We are here to help you out to teach you every subject at a proper time. Myself Rita from Cambridge International School Daswa, and today I am going to teach you chapter Challenges of Nation Building. In this video, we will cover following topics: reorganization of states. This much only, one topic only, and chapter will be completed. So let's start. Now, chapter 1, challenges of nation building. Before going to further topic, let me clear the heading. Let me clear the recapitulation of all the chapter, so that it will be easy for you to grab the new content. So, challenge of nation building. Whenever we got independence in 1947, August 14 and 15, it was a very crucial time for us, because getting independence means not we have fulfilled all the work. Actually, the work started. There were 3 challenges in front of us, and in this chapter we have covered first challenge of nation building कि देश तो आज़ाद हो गया, अब देश को maintain कैसे रखना है, how we can maintain the state. Now today our topic is reorganization of state. Yes, it is the duty of the country, duty of India to reorganize the states. बहुत से लोग ये सोचते थे अब states को independence मिल जाएगी, states भी आज़ाद हो जाएंगी, या फिर states will be under the Union of India. So there were different kinds of views among all the people. The process of nation building did not come to an end with the partition and the integration of princely states. Now the challenge was to draw the internal boundaries of Indian states. This was not just a matter of administrative division. The boundaries had to be drawn in a way so that linguistic means language based and cultural plurality of the country could be reflected without affecting the unity of a nation. ये सबसे बड़ी जिम्मेवारी थी. Our national movement had promised the formation of states on linguistic base. During the colonial rule, the state boundaries were drawn either on administrative convenience or simply you can say coincident with the territories annexed. Annexed means joined by the British government or the territories ruled by the princely powers. जो हमने पीछे किया था, what were the princely powers ना in the last. The need for the postpone was also felt because the fate of the princely states had not been decided. Also, the memory of partition was still fresh. Now, the Vishalandra movement for a separate Andhra Pradesh. Vishalandra movement. Because this decision of the national leadership was challenged by the local leaders and the people. Protests began in the Telugu speaking areas of old Madras province, which included present-day Tamil Nadu, parts of Andhra Pradesh, Kerala and Karnataka. Vishalandra movement, demanded that the Telugu-speaking areas should be separated from the Madras province, of which they were part and be made into a separate Andhra Pradesh. Nearly all the political forces in the Andhra region were in favor of linguistic reorganization of then Madras province. बट ये एक्सपेरिमेंट सक्सेसफुल हुआ. ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि हमने लैंग्वेज बेस्ड स्टेट्स को अलग कर दिया तो उनमें यूनिटी नहीं रही. नाउ वी आर लर्निंग अबाउट पोट्टी श्रीरामुलु. द मूवमेंट गैदर मोमेंटम एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट्स वेसिलेशन. वेसिलेशन मीन्स चेंजिंग माइंड्स. So Potti Siramalu, a Congress leader and a veteran Gandhian, went on the indefinite fast and led to his death after 56 days. Still, this figure is remembered by all Indians. This caused great unrest. 56 days के बाद उनकी death हो गई थी. You can see the picture above, and further if you want to read about, you can go through your book, page number 9. Now, death of Potti Siramalu caused great unrest. Several legislators of Madras Assembly resigned. In Madras, because what happened, people in the large numbers took on the streets. Many more were injured and lost their lives in police firing. In Madras, several legislators resigned their seats in protest. Finally, the Prime Minister announced the formation of a separate Andhra state in December 1952. And please mark, very important question for your 1 mark answer. Andhra Pradesh was formed in December 1952. This is a map you are watching on your screen. This is a map of Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh is the first linguistic state in India. Now, formation of Andhra Pradesh and similar movement, you can say, other parts of the country. The formation of Andhra Pradesh, the struggle for making of other states on the linguistic lines in other parts of the country, because these struggles forced the central government into appointing a state reorganization commission, which we are further studying in the next slide. So, State Reorganization Commission, SRC, 1953. Fazal Ali was the chairman at that time. Now, State Reorganization Act was passed in 1956, and 14 states and 6 union territories were created. But at present, we are having 29 states, but earlier we were having 14 states when we got independence in 47. इम्पैक्ट ऑफ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ लिंग्विस्टिक स्टेट. सबसे पहली तो बात ये सुनो कि पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट था. इसमें वो डर वाली कोई बात नहीं थी जो हमारे लीडर्स डरते थे कि आफ्टर गेटिंग इंडिपेंडेंस रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन फॉर स्टेट्स ऑन लैंग्वेज बेस विल बी डिफिकल्ट. ऐसा ना हो कि आगे जाके ये लोग यूनाइट ना रहें. बट द एक्सपेरिमेंट वॉज सक्सेसफुल. रीजनल लीडर्स बिकेम पार्ट ऑफ नेशनल पॉलिटिक्स. यूनिफॉर्म डिवीजन ऑफ स्टेट्स, strengthened national unity, acceptance of principle of diversity. Now, it is more than 50 years since the formation of linguistic states. We can say that linguistic states and movements for the formation of these states changed the nature of democratic politics and leadership in some basic ways. The path to politics and power was now open to people other than the small English speaking elite. Elite means VIP people, you can say high class people. So, linguistic reorganization also gave some uniform basis to drawing of state boundaries. You can't say that it did not, you can say that it did not lead to disintegration of the country as many had feared earlier. On the contrary, it strengthened the national unity. इसका फायदा ही हुआ. Now you can see the map on your screen. 29 states at present, but otherwise earlier we were having 14 states. 2014 creation of Telangana, and 2000 creation of Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh and Uttarakhand. Now further, demand for new state has not come to an end. आज भी demand बढ़ रही है new states की. You can say many people based on different language, they are demanding from the central government to give them as a status of separate state. So movement for Vidarbha in Maharashtra, Harit Pradesh in parts of Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal, वो भी सभी चाहते हैं कि उनकी स्टेट को अलग कर दिया जाए. But this is the decision of, you can say, this is a decision of SRC, State Reorganization Commission. Now can you see the cartoon on the screen? Coaxing the genie back. 5 Feb 1956 asked if the State or Reorganization Commission could contain the genie in linguism. कि क्या मतलब इसमें दिखाने की कोशिश की है कि इस पॉट में, दिस पॉट इज शोइंग SRC, स्टेट रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन कमीशन. क्या स्टेट रीऑर्गेनाइजेशन कमीशन जो है लिंग्विज्म को ख़त्म कर सकती है, अपने पास रख सकती है, जैसा वो कहीं कहते मेड सेपरेट स्टेट. इट इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल. एवरी टाइम इट इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल फॉर SRC. This is for the topic we have done today, and you will write only one question today: how states were organized after independence. कहाँ कहाँ state में क्या क्या हुआ. And one more thing you will add at last, making one paragraph like what were the benefits of making separate linguistic states. So now chapter completed, and in our next video we will meet with the next new chapters from the same book, paper B. Till then, goodbye and have a wonderful day. Have a good day ahead. Thank you. Thank you so much.